a messy mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try. Cute as hell, baby. Hotter than flames. Wanna burn together in a million ways. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. I know I'm not gonna regret this. Wanna get reckless, put you to the test, yeah. I know I'm not gonna regret this. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. Couldn't keep your poker face. But boy, you kept me waiting when I wanted to race. Sweet as hell, baby. You're a sugar rush. I knew you were given temptation, was craving. You love it, you hate it. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. Lock the door, zip it off. Kiss my neck, but you want more. Scream your name deep in the night. Work your way around my thighs, explore my hips, my kind of light. I scream your name, I shut it down, 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 down. I know I'm not gonna regret this. Wanna get reckless, put you to the test, yeah. I know I'm not gonna regret this.
What's the story, wrestling fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story are Superstar Shakeup,
Lacey Evans on the fast track to the Raw Women's Championship.
The Legend Killer strikes again.
Sasha and Bayley no more.
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. If you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so, and hit that bell so you know when we go live.
Yes. Hit the bell button.
As for tonight, I thought it was a decent
Well, first,
show.
we're talking about Raw. Tonight, first night of the Superstar Shakeup. Super exciting. I was curious to see who they were going to move and put where. And Raw is phenomenal. I will agree with that. 100%. Hello, how are you doing today? Lit Vines, Pro Wrestling News Central.
We are doing excellent.
We are. We're doing
Good to see you.
Excellent. We're doing phenomenal. Phenomenal. AJ Styles. Phenomenal. That's how phenomenal we are. Great. Good to hear. So yeah, I was curious to see who they were gonna move, and I'm excited to see who they move tomorrow, and see who they move from Raw to SmackDown.
Yes, we are Bendy's relatives.
We are. Yep. I'm really curious to see what they do.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I didn't feel that tonight was a big, shake-up as far as, like, you have a name out there that's like, wow,
I think the wow ones will be tomorrow. Because I think they're going to move Roman off of Raw and put him on SmackDown. Because they need a big name over there because they just lost AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So I could see him moving to going to SmackDown. That would make a lot of sense to me. I'm trying to think of some other like big names from Raw that would make sense. Can any of you guys think of anybody from Raw who's like a big name? I mean, I know Drew McIntyre, but can you guys think of any like big superstars on Raw right now that are super popular that could potentially move to SmackDown that you would like to see move to SmackDown? Because the big one would be Roman Reigns. Because they just lost AJ Styles. So they got to put someone else big over on SmackDown.
Yeah, I'd agree. Again, I don't know where they're going with anything. I mean, the storylines just don't...
The Viking Experience? Trash Warriors all day. Dude,
we were making so much fun of that I have no... Why did they do that?
Oh my gosh. Hello,
Hi,
Jamie. How are you? Roman is 100% going to SmackDown Live. I 100% believe he is. Because with them moving AJ Styles over, it makes the most sense. Like, they have to have some big name over there. It only makes sense.
Yeah, they definitely need a big name over there. Again, this whole thing, I don't know where they're going with any of this because the War Raiders changing their names.
Yeah.
EC3, I thought maybe they were going to give him some sort of a pop tonight, and then he has Braun Strowman and gets destroyed.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of changing going on. They have, again, another tag team match that has, 4 wrestlers in it. And then you have the 6-man tag at the end. Why do they keep doing the same stuff over and over again?
I think the big thing with the 6-man tag was just to get, can confirm this is the number one family. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think our family is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. But I think the big thing with the 6-man tag match at the end, I was like, Baron Corbin has weaseled his way back into the main event once again, per usual. But I think the big reason they did that was just so then they could get AJ Styles over onto Raw. Because I don't know how else they would have done it. They could have had a singles match and had somebody call him out.
You could have done the same thing you did with Andrade.
Yeah, you could have.
You didn't have to do it this way. This was kind of, it was an okay way, but still, the 6-man tag, I'm getting tired of the 6-man tag.
I will agree. Anybody else getting tired of 6-man tag? I'd just like to know.
Hey, Magenta.
How are you? How's it going?
No problem.
So, yeah, I just think 6-man tag matches, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And they do it every week. And they have 2 or 3 matches that are like that.
I think Lashley, Drew, and Braun are also going to SmackDown Live. I would agree with Braun and Drew. Lashley, man. If they're going to move Lashley to SmackDown, get rid of Lio Rush. I want to see Lio Rush. I am a Lio Rush fan, okay? Okay, I like Lio Rush. He's cool. I think he's cool, all right? Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, but I think he could do decent things if he was on his own. And if Bobby Lashley was on his own, I think he could do decent things too.
Yeah, definitely.
So split them up. Keep Lio on Raw. Put Bobby on... Bobby. I never call him that. I always call him Lashley. Put Lashley on SmackDown. It just makes the most sense to me. 6-man tag seems like a house show thing to do. LOL.
They've been having a lot of house shows on Raw and SmackDown lately. There's way too many of them.
I would say so, yeah. I just don't. Man, 6-man tag matches. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we'll get into the beginning of the show. So Stephanie McMahon comes out, and boy, does she get booed. Boy, oh boy. And I was like, well, every time you come out, you do terrible things, so it makes sense that you're getting booed. So don't be like, oh, well, warm welcome from Montreal. Thank you very much. Yes. So she comes out, she brings out Shane. Shane has the announcer do his introduction. This time it was the other announcer. His name is slipping my mind right now. I literally can't think of what his name is. But
yeah, I don't remember
it's the other guy.
The other guy. The other announcer.
Rome? Is that right? I could be wrong.
Do you remember Lit Vines? You remember everything, so I thought I'd ask you.
Yes, that's his name,
Yeah.
Mike Rome. I knew that. It was on the tip of my tongue. And so he had him introduce him, and then Shane introduced himself in French, and Stephanie then talks about the shakeup, and she gets ready to announce who the first member to be joining Raw is supposed to be. And then the Mrs. Music hits. And Shane is like, oh, I'm screwed. He's coming for me, bro. He's coming for me. Oh, if only Vincent was down here. He would be going, bro, in the background.
Yeah.
I said bro so many times this evening, and from the living room, literally all I heard was bro. It was the funniest thing ever. Cutest thing ever.
Yeah, Jamie, you have to hear him say bro, because it's pretty cool.
Adorable. So the Miz comes out, and Shane is like, oh yeah, let's go. Here we go. We're ready. And Shane gets attacked from behind, from the Miz, from behind. And then Miz gets thrown over the barricade. The Ohio experience, Miz and Alexa. Let's do it. Can we make that a thing? Can we please, oh please, do that? The Mixed Match Challenge, all right? Next season, they should just let the WWE Universe, oh my gosh, seriously, let the WWE Universe decide who the Mixed Match Challenge tag team partners are going to be. And, we would pick amazing people. Let's be honest. We would be amazing. Just leave it up to us.
We would be better than, the stories that are being created right now.
Yeah. And I feel like we could make some pretty freaking awesome tag teams, if I do say so myself. The Ohio Experience, Miz and Alexa. Hollywood Experience is Miz and Dolph. Just dress one of them up as a chick. It's fine. Then they can do the Mixed Match Challenge. It's completely fine. Or make it intergender, and then it's 100% is fine. 100%. Come on. The Canadian Experience. Oh, my gravies. The reaction Sami Zayn got. Oh, we'll talk about that in just a minute. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Well, the initial reaction was good.
Oh, it was.
It's after he started talking bad.
After he started talking.
Pretty quick.
After he started talking, I was like, well, there goes his career. So Shane introduces himself. Stephanie gets ready to talk about the shakeup. Miz comes out, attacks Shane from behind. Miz gets thrown over the barricade. When Miz comes back over,
there's blood running down his face.
There's blood running down his face. And we were like, the trash experience.
That's a good one.
I love that one. Seriously, can we oh man, we make amazing teams. Just let's come up with one, guys.
I like the trash experience.
I do too, the trash experience. So that's hilarious. So Miz comes back out from the barricade, from behind the barricade, and he hit his head on something, and so he was then bleeding. He stood in the ring, and I didn't see it initially. You said it first. You were like, dude, Miz is busted open. He's bleeding. And I was like, what? And I looked over at the TV, and it was all down his face. I was like,
he had a nice cut.
Ew, that's not good. That is not good whatsoever. And so he was busted open, and he took a chair out. He smacked Shane upside the head. Shane ran back like a child he is. And this storyline is going to continue going, and I either foresee it going into Money in the Bank, or they're going to try and stretch it out even further to SummerSlam.
I would say probably SummerSlam is just my guess.
Because it's a bigger
to stretch this out, though.
SummerSlam is a bigger deal.
That's why I think it'll be SummerSlam, but it's a long time to go before SummerSlam.
Yeah. We still have 2 months or so.
Yeah.
So, it's tough. It's real tough to stretch it out that far. So Miz is the first draft.
First change, yep.
First draft. He is now on Raw. And I can't say that I'm surprised. I figured he was probably going to get moved because he's been moved every shakeup that we've had. And so, it's cool. I'm okay with it. I don't mind Miz being on Raw, but then are they going to bring Shane out on Raw more?
You'd almost have to, wouldn't you?
I would assume so.
I mean, unless the whole idea, if they're going to go to SummerSlam,
maybe they're going to get away from each other.
Yeah, I was going to say they're going to stay on their own separate shows and
make it seem like the rivalry is over or something. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Miz first draft pick. Cool. Next we have Ricochet and Aleister Black and Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder versus the War Raiders, deemed the Viking Experience and the Revival. I am never calling them the Viking Experience. Let's just get that straight right now. I don't care what y'all call them. I am never calling them the Viking Experience.
Okay, Lit Vines, why did they call it? Why did they decide to change their name?
Why, my dear Gravies, why? Why? Explain to me. If anybody's got a good explanation, explain to me why they changed their name.
No
they
clue.
Came out and I was like so excited. I was like,
yes, the War Raiders. And then they go, it's the
Viking Experience.
Yeah, the Viking Experience. And
Igor,
like,
or whatever the heck his name is, and who knows? Kevin. We're going to call him Kevin. All right? Because I don't know what their stupid new names are. I just kind of want to call them like Hanson and Rowe. Because that's what their names were.
And like, you know, you have the scary Bray Wyatt thing. That's not like creepy to like little kids. So we're worried about, you know, being too aggressive. Really? I some of the things they do just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if they're concerned about the War Raiders name...
Vince.
Yeah.
Vince.
If they're concerned about the War Raiders name, why are they showing a creepy, you know, Bray Wyatt little vignette thing that, you know, little kids are going to sit there and go, oh, I'm afraid of my dolls now.
Yeah, no, it was during that segment, Mom was in the kitchen and she was like, our little sister, oh, I hate Vince. Oh, believe me, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. I hate Vince too, for many reasons. We'll get into those a little later. Bray Wyatt, master of puppets. Yeah.
I think the gimmick's good.
I do too.
Which makes me wonder why are they concerned about the War Raiders name? You've been using it in NXT. Why not just carry it over?
Why change it, though? It makes no sense.
And then you change it to...
And then you give them brand new names entirely, like Igor or whatever the flipping crap they gave them.
Yeah,
it's two brand new names. It was Hanson and Rowe. What's wrong with those?
I was going to say, was Hanson and Rowe, like, too aggressive, too?
Why couldn't you have changed... Okay, I get it. You know, you want to change War Raiders to the Viking Experience. Hanson and Rowe of the Viking Experience. Yes! They are the NXT Tag Team Champions. So, are they going to be playing two separate characters and we're supposed to believe that they're two separate people? Is that what is that what Vince is trying to pull on us? Is he trying to think that we're nuts?
I'm thinking that there's just going to be twins and...
Well, apparently, you know, I'm curious to see if we go down to NXT and they are the War Raiders, or if they're going to be changed to the Viking Experience.
I can't even remember the Viking Experience name.
I can't either. This is why I said I'm never calling them
like the Viking Express or something like that. And
the Midnight Express.
Yeah, I mean,
the
it's
Midnight
something
Express,
like that.
the Rockers, the who knows. There's somebody. We'll figure it out. Viking Experience versus War Raiders at SummerSlam. Oh, just imagine that, though. You have, like, Hanson over here and whatever the one dude's name is, and they're the exact same person, and they're like, wait, I gotta be here, but I gotta run over there so then I can, like, throw me over the ropes, but, like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Yeah. That would be hilarious. So I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know why they changed their names. It makes no sense. I was so excited.
Well, then you bring him out as a heel, and they
were just hugging Ricochet and Aleister Black last week at TakeOver.
I mean, I don't know. The whole storyline.
Vince.
The way they do storylines sometimes just doesn't make sense to me. And
I question him a lot.
So the War Raiders and the Revival get the win.
Yeah, so that means Hawkins and Ryder, they lost.
Well, technically they didn't lose because...
technically they did, yes, because Zack Ryder got pinned.
Okay, yes, but, you know, Eric and Ivar...
Oh, that's their names.
Well, they had to make him sound more Viking-ish.
I like Hanson and Rowe better.
Because Hanson and Rowe just wasn't a Viking name.
Did anybody see that Eric Eric Rowan. Rowan. He's now known as Rowan. They dropped the first name, as they do with everybody. So Rowan got on Twitter and he was like, Eric? What? It's like his exact... He's like, bro.
Totally lost.
Bro.
Yep.
I was Eric Rowan, and now I'm just Rowan.
Yeah.
What the heck?
No clue.
This is dumb.
So then we have the Finn Balor.
But real quick, Ricochet and Aleister Black, they lost the NXT name. And I was like, dude, I legit freaked out.
Oh, yeah, they actually have, like, Raw next to their name.
Like, I legit freaked out over their nameplates being different.
Yes, you did.
I did. I was like, yes! I was so excited. And, so I kind of freaked out over the littlest of tiny things. And I was it was a lot. And then you have a little brother who was in the other room who was dancing to Ricochet's.
Yeah, as soon as Ricochet's music. He was, like, looking at me, and the music came on. He turned around, looked at the TV, and started, like... Yes!
It's hilarious. We have a video of it, I think. We should put that on Twitter.
Yeah, I got a little
Yeah, so follow us on Twitter, and then you can see a video of my cute baby brother, like, dancing to Ricochet.
Yeah, we were going to talk about that, too. The Usos botch.
I thought that was actually hilarious that I put up a tweet. I'll talk about that in a second. So... War Raiders and Revival got the win. Good for them. I want the Revival, honestly, to go to SmackDown because I feel like they... Or, better yet, they could go to NXT. NXT would be good. Maybe they'd get some use out of that. They're putting Buddy Murphy back down on NXT, so, I mean, anything's possible. So, personally, I don't think the Revival... We don't need them. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I think you need them as a tag team. Because without him, you have no tag teams. And this is the issue I think I have with all WWE is like the tag team division is just terrible. And now you got the Viking experience involved in...
War Raiders. The Viking experience and the War Raiders. Two separate teams.
The crowd needs to just... When they come out and they announce them as like the Viking experience, the crowd just needs to yell the War Raiders.
War Raiders. War Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, they still do the whole war thing. What do you want him to say now? Vikings, Vikings, Vikings.
Yeah.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, okay?
No, it doesn't.
So, who knows? So then we have Finn Balor who comes out, who's in blue, might I add. He was one that was speculated as to who might potentially go to SmackDown. And I think I put up a tweet. I said Finn Balor.
So now when he goes up...
I said Finn Balor has showed up or has appeared in blue. Coincidence? I think not.
So... Is he going to display Demon Finn Balor at some point?
I have no idea.
Or are we just going to be Finn Balor?
I think we're just going to be Finn Balor. Because, I think we're just going to be Finn Balor.
I would like the Demon Finn Balor a lot better.
I would love the Demon Finn Balor.
It's a lot better than what
I would love Demon Finn Balor.
Because the real Finn Balor just always gets beat, so...
He's always like...
As he did tonight by Andrade, who has made the switch to...
Oh my gosh.
Raw.
I was actually really excited for this. You don't have a clue. I have grown fonder of Andrade recently. I've watched some more of his stuff. I went back, watched some NXT things, and, quite honestly, I'm a fan now. I like Andrade and Zelina. Possible.
Yeah, all your champions apparently are coming up. But we've speculated Johnny Gargano would come up.
Oh, what are they going to do? Change Johnny Gargano's name? Is he going to become Tommaso Ciampa? I wouldn't be shocked. The new Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano. I am Johnny Gargano in NXT. And when I come to the main roster...
And we thought
I wear my sunglasses at night and become Tommaso Ciampa.
We also talked about him bringing up Adam Cole.
I really want to see Adam Cole come up.
So I don't I really don't know what they're doing.
Really bad. He's the leader.
He's the leader of the High Experience.
That's funny. So yeah, Andrade and Zelina Vega are now on Raw. And like I said, I've grown fonder of him. I like his stuff. And they should push him for a title. I thought they were going to push him for the U.S. title back on SmackDown, but apparently not. So they should do it on Raw.
Yeah.
He deserves it. He was a former NXT champion. And he's been on the main roster for how long now? And he deserves it.
I don't know. I'm just not a huge Andrade fan, so I don't,
Then you just don't get it.
not right now. So
You just don't get it.
maybe he'll grow on me, but right now
He grew on me.
I just don't.
I wasn't a big Andrade fan in the beginning either. Look at me now.
Yeah, I know.
Andrade, Cien Almos.
So Andrade gets the win. Of course.
I'm assuming because he got the win, he'll probably get a shot at the IC title here
Probably.
over the next
Of course.
week because he got a win over him.
Finn Balor, without the demon, Finn Balor loses. So
Per usual. It's about right.
Elias comes out and does his thing. Says if anyone disrupts me, it won't be good.
Yeah.
And starts his song, and out comes Rey Mysterio.
Oh, boy. Rey Mysterio comes out and attacks Elias.
And basically runs him off.
Yep. Elias didn't want to stick around and fight tonight. He was like, I'm out of here, boys.
Yeah, because he
Peace.
might throw Elias, or he might throw Rey Mysterio through the side of a building or something,
Rey Mysterio had a slip up. He went on he hopped up on the top rope and one of his...
He's done that a couple times
He
in the last
has.
couple weeks.
He
He's
has.
messed up his timing. And
He jumped up on the top rope today, and he slipped a little bit, but Elias caught him, and so then he went for something else and kind of brushed it off. But then he messed up again. He messed up twice, and I those were just little things that I had noticed where he slipped up or he didn't execute something correctly. That's what I had noticed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why he's messed up so much recently. It's been kind of weird that for as good as he is, how much he's messed up in the last
several
couple weeks.
Well, I
think that's why he got hurt, was because
he
slipped messed up.
Yeah. And so I do know that he went on Busted Open and he ended up saying that it was just a sprained ankle. And so it was it wasn't super serious.
So I suppose it's possible that his ankle's causing some issues with...
Well, maybe, I don't know. I like Rey Mysterio. I just feel like there's a lot of new talent that they could be using.
Yeah, they could push. Yeah. So then Lars Sullivan, well, here's one of your new talents. Lars Sullivan comes out.
Well, so does this mean he's going to be on Raw, though?
Lars Sullivan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, I think he's just going to be the legend killer. So anytime there's, older wrestler on.
You did not say this. I did.
Well, whatever.
Let's be real here.
So when you said the legend killer
first.
Well, you did, but I had the same thought. So
okay, whatever. But I said it aloud first.
Good job.
So I was the first one to put that out there,
makes you
people.
special.
It does. It does make me special. I have something underneath my belt, all right? I don't have a championship.
Well, I figure what's going to happen is...
You have the prediction championship, so let me just have this, okay?
I figure they're going to, drop his name to Lars by, within the next couple
Sullivan.
weeks.
I'm shocked they haven't dropped Ricochet's name to just Rick or Shay.
Yeah. So anyway, Lars Sullivan comes out, destroys Rey Mysterio. Not shocking, because...
Well, once again, going back to Rey Mysterio real quick, Rey Mysterio and Andrade are once again on the exact same brand. Because they were both just on SmackDown together. Yeah. And they're both now moved, and they just had, a long rivalry. So, why?
Yeah. Question it. Definitely.
I don't know.
So then we have, after Lars destroys Rey Mysterio...
Oh, we have the slip up.
We have the Usos, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable come out.
The Usos, Bobby Roode, and Chad Gable. See, we pulled a WWE there.
And,
we pulled a WWE.
The Usos...
We told you what was going to happen before it happened.
They show that the Usos are there before they even announce that the Usos are there. And it's funny because, you were in the kitchen and I was in the living room and you come in and go, did you see that? Well, no, I didn't see it because I was messing with Tiny Jerry. So I rewound it and looked. I was like, oh, they really messed that up, didn't they? They gave it away.
Yeah, they did.
The Usos are going to be on.
So then the Usos come out and I put a tweet and I go, OMG, I'm so shocked. I had no idea the Usos were going to be on Raw. None whatsoever. Jeez, WWE. Wow, I'm shocked. I can't believe it. when, 5 seconds prior, their stupid graphic was up there.
Well, we kind of made this call the other day when they lost the titles, so...
I 100% did. I said the only reason that they would have lost those titles was to move to Raw. Because Raw does really need them.
Well, Raw is their main show, so, they moved them to the main show.
And I feel that the Raw Tag Team division is a very lacking considered to SmackDown. SmackDown was stacked for months. You had the Hardys, you had the Usos, you had the Bar, you have Nakamura and Rusev, you had so many more tag teams on Raw than you do on SmackDown.
But all those teams you just mentioned...
you had so many more teams on SmackDown than you did on Raw.
But all those teams you just mentioned, do any of them, make you go, wow? I'm
talking about the big name tag teams in WWE. The Usos, the Hardys, the Bar.
Okay, if you're going to,
all of those guys are the bigger name tag teams. Then you have, the Revival. And AOP. And the Ascension, or whatever.
But they didn't try to give any of them a push. So it wasn't like they're not going to have anything happen if you don't create storylines for them.
So they're moving one of their big name tag teams over to Raw, which I think is a smart move.
Yeah, definitely.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable better split up. That's what I'm saying.
The Usos are announced, and of course, as expected, they come in and
get the win.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Alexa Bliss, A Moment of Bliss with Sami Zayn.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I love the fans. They cheered for him. They were all excited. Dude, hometown boy.
He came out. They played his music once. He sat down, got one word out of his mouth. They started the song over again. This crowd started singing. Oh, and then he got up, danced around once again, sat back down, got 2 words out of his mouth that time, and then they played the song one more time. He got up, danced around, and halfway through the song he sat down, and the crowd finished the song after they had stopped. They kept singing. And so it was a great reaction. Great reaction for Sami Zayn, and it's not shocking because, like you said, he's a hometown boy in Montreal. That's, where he grew up, and that's where he's from. So everybody was totally behind him. And they gave him a standing ovation. And then Sammy being Sammy, opened his big mouth and ruined it for himself.
I thought it was funny. It was great. It was a great bit. The whole thing was great.
It was great.
He reacted well to the crowd.
He was all happy and excited. Was like, woohoo, yeah, guys, cool.
When
chanting for me.
Turned on the crowd, he kind of fed into what they were doing, them booing him and everything. I thought it was pretty cool what they did with him.
Yeah, then
even for as long as this segment was, I thought it was a good segment.
I did too. Anybody else love this segment? Because I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was really funny. I was almost waiting for Kevin Owens to come out from the back when he started bashing people. I was waiting for Kevin Owens to come out and just smack him upside the head from behind. I was just waiting for it, and that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Because they're both Canadian.
Yeah.
And stuff, so it would have been funny. But yeah, so then after that, the crowd started singing, hey, 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 goodbye. He was like, I'm going to leave now. And so they started singing. And they were like, go ahead. That's fine.
Definitely, like I said, definitely a good segment.
And so they sang him out of the building. And it was great.
Then we have the Iconics versus Bayley and Naomi. Well, Bayley comes out and, she's going to have an unknown partner since Sasha's been kind of...
MIA?
Yeah. Comes out, and of course Naomi comes out with her. Good match. Bayley and Naomi get the win. After the match, I thought, watching Bayley's facial expressions, I think she's going to turn heel.
What's that I hear? Oh, Bayley's going to turn heel? Oh, who was saying that last week? Who was saying that on Twitter? Oh.
Well, you did, but I think it's going to be tough to turn her heel just because of her natural reactions are going to make it hard for her to be a heel, I think.
Oh, I predicted something.
If you're still there, Lit Vines, what do you think? And then Naomi's name graphic showed while Bayley was having her... Yeah.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
I saw it. It was funny.
I missed that. I think I was getting a drink.
Whoever
their
the
tech
graphic
person tonight
was
not good. Oh, JK, LOL. Well, we could be saying it's real.
Hey, they messed up on a bunch of stuff.
They really did.
If you go back and watch, there's a bunch of stuff they messed up on.
They really did. They truly did. It was not good. Their tech person tonight was real off. I don't know if it was because I saw reports that some of their personnel and superstars weren't able to botch Mania.
It was.
Yeah.
It was bad. I mean, there was a lot of stuff they messed up on.
I wonder if it was like that some of their, because like I said, I saw reports that some of their personnel and some of their superstars were not able to make it to Montreal, like due to flights and stuff. So, you know, I don't know if maybe they were missing some of their tech people and they had just had to have someone fill in and they didn't know what they're doing. Because normally it's not that bad.
No.
Like, it really isn't.
Yeah, it was terrible tonight. I don't know what their deal was.
It was not good.
Whoever it is going to be fine. AJ's beard, thoughts?
I don't have thoughts.
What are your thoughts? I suppose I didn't pay enough attention to AJ's beard.
That's funny. So, yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow for the Iconics and the mystery team that Paige is supposed to be bringing. 100% gonna be the Sky Pirates!
My question is why is it that...
Anybody else with me?
Every time someone wins a title, they, like, lose, like, the next night. Without the titles being on the line. It seems like that happens frequently, doesn't it?
Technically, well, yeah, it does. Becky didn't lose tonight. Excuse me?
Well, no, but I mean, he looks strange with it gone. I didn't even pay attention to him.
I didn't either.
I'll have to go back and watch.
I will too. Sorry, I didn't pay. Yeah, I think Sky Pirates too. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I like my thought better.
Of
who's going to be the ones.
Reba plays out with an injury.
Huh?
Reba plays out with an injury.
I don't care. They've had wrestlers wrestle with injuries before.
No, but it's something with her ankle, I think.
So?
Is that right? I think. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure she's out with an injury. And it's, like, not good.
I just like my idea better.
Okay, well, I like the Sky Pirates, and that makes more sense to me. Because they're an actual tag team.
Well, then who's going to be left on NXT?
You have Shayna Baszler. You have
What's she going to do?
Belair.
Just wrestle her whole crew?
I guess.
Shayna Baszler versus, the other two? Marina Shafir and...
Jessamine Duke?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Who knows?
Because right now, NXT is, like, being decimated.
Yeah, it is, because they're bringing everybody...
Yeah, see? I definitely think... Obviously, Ronda Rousey, if she's pregnant, she was pregnant before, Mania. I don't like it. No, they better not do it that way.
I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't.
I would hate it.
Is it for the titles? Can someone confirm that?
I don't remember if it's
Is it for the titles? Does anybody remember if that is for the titles next week?
I think it was. Didn't she say it was for the titles?
I believe so. I don't like it either.
I don't think either one of them are ready.
Not sure.
Neither one of them are ready. Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir are definitely not ready to come up. I don't think that
I could agree
out of all
with
of those, the only one that I think that Shayna Baszler's ready to come up, but I don't think those other two are.
Quite honestly, I don't want Shayna Baszler to come up right now. I know I was saying before, I ran my mouth. I was like, oh, Shayna Baszler, that'd be cool for her to come up and stuff. But, like, I don't want her to come up now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's certain people that I don't think you should bring up and
Yeah. I'm thinking it's for the tag championships because last week, looking back at our notes, the match last week was for the women's tag belts against the local people, whatever the heck their names were.
I thought they said it was going to be for the title.
And then the Iconics retained, and Paige backstage said, great job to the Iconics, but next week I'm going to bring an amazing tag team of my own to face them.
I think it's for the title.
I'm assuming...
Pretty sure it's for the title.
It'd be for the titles. And if it is, I'm telling you right now, they're going to bring the Sky Pirates up, and they are going to make a flippin' splash.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
100%, it's going to be nuts.
I agree. If they come up, I mean, I'm cool with them coming up because I think that they deserve it.
I do too.
Think that you're gonna.
I love her, right? She's just so cute.
Like I said, the problem you're gonna decimate NXT is going to have a whole new look. Because if all these people are coming up...
Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic.
I mean...
Those are going to be their two.
Well, you're going to have to, because...
And Matt Riddle. Cassius Ohno. Well, Cassius Ohno was...
Which is why I had said Rhea Ripley and...
Piper Niven. That's the other person.
Yeah, Piper Niven.
I just don't...
That's why I thought, Paige, NXT UK, bring those two over.
I think Sky Pirates would make most sense. I want Dream. I would agree with that. Dream on SmackDown would be awesome.
Again, then you get your whole NXT is totally decimated.
Well, I mean, apparently they're bringing Johnny Gargano up too. Maybe he'll show up on SmackDown tomorrow.
Who knows? Might.
So, Bayley and Naomi get the win. Now, with the Sasha stuff, real quick. Obviously she said those weird tweets recently, and there have been reports of her not coming to work and saying, hey, I'm not showing up, this, that, and the other thing.
Well, she followed AEW.
Yeah, she unfollowed WWE and then followed AEW.
So is this a work, or is it, for real?
After watching tonight, I kind of am thinking that it's a work, and it's part of the storyline, and that Bayley and Sasha are going to turn on each other. I want them to break up the Undisputed Era.
We've been talking about that, and
Let's go, Adam Cole, baby! Go get a championship on your own!
And then if you watch...
One-on-one, IC title, UC title, UC title.
Well, then if you watch...
US title.
A lot of Adam Cole's matches lately, he's kind of had a look.
Also,
and last week,
you watch the video from after TakeOver, where he was like,
get that,
Roddy, what are you doing? This, you're the reason I lost.
It's kind of the beginnings of the breakups, what it is.
That's what it looks like. So, with Sasha and Bayley, I'm thinking that it is a work, and it's all part of the storyline, and that she is going to... Bayley's going to continue to tag with Naomi or random people every week, whoever they decide to do. And they're going to be a better tag team than Sasha and Bayley were.
Yeah.
Sasha's going to show back up, and be like, I'm back. What's happening here? We were tag team, and why are you with Naomi or whoever now? And Bayley's like, well, we actually win, and I haven't been losing recently, and I think it's because of you. You're a jinx. And then, it's heel Bayley, and we can face Sasha, I guess, and feud.
I think it'd be tough to have her be a face right now with the way some of the crowd has been turned off. WWE fans have been turned off by her by all of this. Although some of them are kind of backing her with, how she's handled this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, they could.
I mean, to me, it makes sense because I feel like they should. Honestly, I'm okay with the titles being on the Iconics. I don't have anything against the Iconics. But definitely, I think the belts should have had more credibility.
Yes.
And built up a little more with Sasha and Bayley before they were taken off of them. Because they're not credible championships. I'm sorry, they're not. Not right now, at least. So They needed to build them up a little more. Let Sasha and Bayley hold on to them. Make them well-known. Make them a big deal. And then you can take them off of them. But not right away. And I think that's what Sasha was...
Upset about
was the fact that,
they took them off them so quick.
They took them off them so quick, and they don't mean anything.
But I don't think the Iconics are going to keep them very long either, so...
I would agree with that. I 100% agree with that. So I'm thinking that this whole Sasha thing is a work. The other thing that Twitter went nuts over was, and I had a viral tweet. I feel all cool. No, but
just because you had 500 people respond to it.
I didn't have 500 people respond to it. I had 650 people like it.
Oh, my bad. 650 people.
Yes, that's the most likes I've ever gotten on a tweet ever.
Yeah, now if we could just get 650 people to come watch our show.
Okay, sorry.
That'd be cool.
But the Becky Lynch put up a post, and she tagged Sasha, and she said, fight me. And then, me being me, I get notifications for Becky Sweets, and so I was one of the first people to respond underneath, and I was like, quite honestly, I would much rather see this than Lacey Evans. And it got 650 likes, and so I felt all cool for a few days. I'm still getting likes on it as I speak, but, you know, like, it's cool.
Yeah, cool.
It's kind of a viral tweet.
So Bayley and Naomi get the win.
Yeah.
Then we have the destruction of EC3.
Oh,
by
boy,
Braun
yeah.
Strowman.
No. It wasn't destruction. It was a murder on live TV.
Yeah, okay, he was murdered because
He was murdered on live
thrown
TV.
through, you know, the floor or whatever, and, like, hurt.
Well, EC3 made
Destroyed.
TV. So, whoop whoop, go EC3, I guess. I guess that's a win and a victory in his book.
Well, again, it's a case of I don't think that they know how
Well,
to use their
actually,
talent.
he wasn't on a dark match. So, that's good.
Although I do think this helped make Braun Strowman look better, which is something they needed to do with some of the stuff they've had him in lately.
I still don't think EC3 is the right way to go, because EC3 is still kind of a joke because they don't...
Well, he is a joke, but it's a stepping stone. It's a bigger guy than what they've been, you know, it's better than having him Colin Joust and
Michael
Che from Saturday Night Live. So, you know, I mean, it's a step up from that. So at least you have that going if you're, you know, Braun Strowman and gets a push there.
Yeah.
As far as not fighting, you know, the wimps of or some gimmick that they've put him in. Now next week he's probably going to be in a gimmick thing that
Probably.
is dumb. So
Probably. So next we have another move. We have Eric Young of Sanity moved to Raw. So they're breaking Sanity up. Thoughts on that? You can finish your water first.
thanks. I was thirsty.
Thoughts on that?
Hug the
Lid
water
vines?
bottle,
Yeah, hug the water bottle.
as Bendy would say.
Bendy would say that. He would. Thoughts on Sanity being broken up?
By the way, if you haven't seen Bendy, go check out Bendy Boy Gaming on Twitch. He does have a YouTube channel, not a lot of videos up, but you know, if you want to see, if you play Fortnite, know anything about Fortnite, check out Bendy Boy Gaming.
Why are you plugging other people, man? They're supposed to be here watching us right now.
Sorry, man.
True. I'm not a super big fan of Sanity. I'm just kind of shocked that they broke them up.
The issue with Sanity is they never really got a push. Like, you know, that whole group
They
that
were
came
good
up,
in NXT, and then they
Well,
moved them up and they trashed them.
the whole group was,
Killian Dane was a force to be reckoned with, my dude.
that whole group, you know,
See, we're talking about Bendy, and now I'm talking like him.
well, that whole group came up and they were
Bye, gonna go watch Bendy.
You don't have to watch him now. Just wait till we're done
Thanks.
with our show, and then you can go check him out.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That whole group, the whole Sanity group, was,
I
don't-
already left. LOL. Thank you.
we knew you wouldn't leave. You like our show too much. You
Thank
like talking
you.
with us.
Yeah, you prefer wrestling.
You told us that the other day.
I prefer wrestling too. If I'm being completely honest, it's my life now.
You know, the whole, you know, that whole group that is kind of around that area when Sanity came up, is none of them have gotten a push. Why they moved them up is beyond me. So, you know, it was kind of a weird deal, and a lot of them really haven't gotten a push. So
Really, they haven't. So who knows? So he was moved, and I was a little shocked. I know Twitter was kind of like, "Huh, they're breaking up Sanity. That's interesting." Maybe they'll push him in singles. Maybe they won't.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they probably won't. But, you know, that's whatever. So then we have the first Bray Wyatt video of the evening. The monster dude in a box. A dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Dinosaur, right?
yeah, I think so.
Dinosaur in a box, laughing, you know, per usual. Kind of creepy. Not really, though. The first time it came up on TV, I was like, what are we watching? Is this a horror movie ad? Because if it is, I'm going to look away because I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I won't sleep for days. And then it wasn't. It was a dinosaur that popped out of the box, and I was like, huh. Interesting. So there was that, per usual. Then we have Becky Lynch versus Ruby Riott. Boy, oh boy, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. Because I called this match actually earlier today.
Really, I even let people know who you are.
Oh, is that my Twitter thing?
Yeah.
I'm Maven Gleen. You can follow me at Maven Gleen.
Yes.
If you don't follow me there, go check me out because I was in a conversation today and I put tweets up. And
A conversation?
a conversation. Yes. And so we were talking about Lacey Evans and Becky Lynch and their whole feud right now. And they were like, there's so many other people that deserve an opportunity, and I'd like to see, I think we were also talking about Superstar Shakeup and Ruby Riott and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, you know what? Ruby Riott and Becky Lynch would be a pretty awesome match. What did they have tonight?
A match.
Becky Lynch and
It was a
Ruby
solid
Riott.
match, too. I mean, I thought it was a good match.
I was like, did I just foresee the future? Like, what the heck? I should put something up tomorrow and be like, oh, such and so and this guy would have an awesome match, and then watch. It'll be on the show or something, because, like, apparently I can do that.
Yeah, too bad you didn't pick your WrestleMania picks that way.
Ah, shush.
Sorry.
Stop
I just had to remind you.
Stop.
So...
But, the real question is, where's that championship belt right now? In my room.
Yeah.
Not in your room.
That's just
in my room. Because I stole it!
It's because you're a thief.
Because I'm going to hold on to it until the next prediction show for the next pay-per-view. Because I stole it.
Becky Lynch gets the win by submission.
Yeah, she beat Ruby Riott.
Natalia comes out and congratulates.
You don't know how to read. Jeez. Maybe I don't know how to spell.
You don't know how to spell.
It didn't come up with autocorrect.
Your notes are terrible.
I know. I suck at spelling. Oh, I'm not good.
Yeah, so what are they doing? I don't understand what they're doing with any of them.
Ciampa's out with an injury. So what are they going to do when he shows up in several months? He's going to come back and just appear in the Royal Rumble or something? That'd be amazing, actually.
Well, then the question is what are they going to get rid of some talent? Are they letting talent go? Because to make spots for all these, you kind of have to let people go, don't you?
I mean, I guess, but you don't have to.
I mean, obviously, if Dean Ambrose is leaving, that's one. Outside of that, who else? The Revival?
Potentially. Possibly Sasha. I don't know who else.
So I don't know. We'll see.
So, anyways, Becky Lynch. We're talking about Becky Lynch. Natalia comes out. She congratulates Becky. I can read my spelling. You can't. She says, I want a shot at your Raw Women's Championship. Then she takes a line from her uncle. I am the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. People on Twitter were like, can they give Natty her own catchphrase?
I thought Bret Hart was in the ring.
I was kind of hoping Ember Moon would be on... Wait, did I say? I think I said I wanted her on Raw. But, thinking about it, I think she probably would do better on SmackDown.
I think she'd get a better push on
SmackDown and Asuka. What?
Yeah.
SmackDown and Asuka would have a great match. No, Ember Moon and Asuka would have a great match.
All of SmackDown's women against Asuka would be a good match.
The SmackDown brand as a whole versus Asuka.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
For the title.
Yeah, for the title. The title. The WWE title.
Yeah. So
winner owns the company.
So she says she wants a shot, and then Lacey Evans comes out, and you're thinking, oh, great, here we go, another one of those.
Oh, dear gravies.
But we actually have a challenge. Lacey Evans challenges...
Actually, no, she doesn't challenge. She tells Natalia.
What's she challenge?
Same
thing.
Tell it like it is. She told Natalia what was happening.
And when it's all said and done, she's going to tell Becky Lynch, too, that she's taking the titles.
Nobody needs to know that? Be quiet for just a second.
So they're playing this angle with Lacey Evans of being, the chosen one by Vince McMahon.
So what is this? Charlotte Flair 2.0? Charlotte Flair Jr.? Charlotte Flair, whatever.
Well, I wonder if Charlotte's not going to take a break for a while and have a little bit of time off here while Lacey Evans steps in and does her thing.
I don't have a clue, but sorry. I did like you, Lacey Evans, but not when Becky Lynch is around. You're sorry.
So she comes out. And...
Who are you for? Not you. The people. I mean, I'll get your view on this in a second. The people. Who are you for in this feud? Lacey Evans or Becky Lynch? I have a feeling I know who Lip Minds is going to choose because we've talked about this before. I think. Well,
the one thing I'll say is after seeing her in the ring, I was somewhat impressed considering I haven't seen her in the ring.
I've seen her in the ring before.
And I love the moonsault thing.
I will say the moonsault thing was kind of cool.
That was pretty cool. That takes some coordination.
It was kind of cool, but it wasn't... I don't know, maybe this is...
Hey, Rey Mysterio couldn't jump up on the ropes and off onto,
yes, you say no.
His opponent. Yes, so she actually did a flip up onto the top rope.
She was like here, and then she was like...
Yeah.
And so she turned around and stuff. Yeah, it was cool.
I hope Becky keeps Wells Fargo.
Uh-oh. Right there.
I think
there.
she's gonna keep one of them, but she's gonna lose one of them.
Okay.
She's not gonna bounce back and forth between SmackDown and Raw.
Nope. I got
The
something
only
to say about this.
the only way she keeps both of them is if they unify the titles.
Lacey Evans, she was pretty entertaining. I mean, I'll give her that. It wasn't like a terrible match, but like, you know, I mean, I've seen better. For the first time seeing her in the ring, wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't the first time I've ever seen her in the ring because I have seen her stuff from NXT and I've seen her stuff from the Mae Young Classic and like, cool.
Are you talking about Lacey Evans being entertaining?
What about Kofi? How long will he keep his title?
I hope that Kofi keeps it at least through SummerSlam.
Yeah, Lacey. See, told ya.
I just wanted to double check.
Well, I mean, I think Becky Lynch is pretty entertaining too, if I do say so myself.
I hope that, Faithful Baller, I hope that he keeps it through at least SummerSlam.
I hope that he keeps it till WrestleMania next year.
Well, I think
at
it'd be
least the
cool.
Royal Rumble.
I mean, I think a lot depends
I
on...
think give other superstars like a year long. Brock Lesnar, for crap's sake, had the title for 72 years. Becky Lynch is the most entertaining. Got that right. High five through the screen. Yeah.
Well, I think she's had more time to perfect what she's doing right now.
I mean, she's been doing this for since she was 15. So
well, the key
she's
for her
been doing it
was-
for forever, and
Okay,
she's been working for this and stuff. But yeah, she is entertaining. I'll give you that.
The key for her was when she had her face broke.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That's when, yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was back at SummerSlam when she turned on Charlotte.
No, I'm sorry. When she became the man when she had her face broke and continued to fight. That is when everything,
She may have become the man when she did that, but she did not just get popular from that. She was after the slap heard around the world when she slapped Charlotte Flair's head off at SummerSlam after Charlotte Flair had won her SmackDown Women's title. Becky's, that is.
Randy made an appearance last week.
He did. I'm assuming we'll probably see him tomorrow.
It was just real quick. He came in and RKO'd.
Well, if...
who was it he RKO'd?
Ali.
Yeah. And then Kevin Owens followed him up right behind him.
And hit Rusev with the stunner.
And, yeah.
Randy Orton. So... Dean Ambrose. Is Dean Ambrose signing with AEW? I don't know.
I don't know if this is an angle or if they're
at this point,
leaving.
I think he legitimately is leaving.
I'm confused. Well, for someone that's leaving to be doing some of the things they're doing for him, it's kind of odd.
I will agree with that.
I mean, they're supposed to have a special on WWE Network on Sunday night about the Shield.
The Shield.
So, some of the things they've been doing for him has it's been kind of odd for a guy that's going to be leaving the odd contract, 7 figures. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's leaving or if he's actually going to stay with WWE.
Quite honestly, I think he's leaving.
I mean, just like I said, so then why are they doing all this stuff for him?
Just trying to give him a send-off, I guess. Who knows?
I mean, it just seems kind of... Unless, they feel, okay, we're leaving on good terms here. And he's done everything we've asked without complaining.
Yeah.
And so I suppose, maybe that's, kind of repaying him for doing this and going through with all this and bringing so much to the WWE. So, maybe he is leaving and the whole idea is they're going to help him out and just kind of...
Is Renee Young behind this? Good question. I mean, I don't know.
She might have something to do with it.
Potentially. But, quite honestly, I think he's leaving at this point. I feel that he is going to go.
I will feel more confident about what's going to happen with him after next week.
Probably. I heard somewhere that it was rumored that he was supposed to be there at Raw. Again, don't know for sure, but
next week?
No, this week.
Oh, this week?
He was supposed to be at Raw tonight, but he wasn't. I mean, maybe he was, and he was just in, dark matches and stuff, because that segment with the Shield didn't happen until after Raw went off the air, and it was something that fans filmed and put on Twitter.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're going to do something with John Cena. I just don't know that it's going to be a big thing.
Otis. Yeah, Otis and, what's his face? Tucker. They removed Dazvic, or however you say that. I don't even know. It's probably a good thing that they removed that from his name because nobody knew how to pronounce it anyways.
Yeah.
So they just call him Otis.
Yeah,
Otis and Tucker. So, Lacey Evans. Boy, oh boy. Like I said, I'm behind Becky in this situation just because I'm sorry. But the issue I have here.
Well, the big thing is Becky's had a chance to build her brand and build herself up.
This has nothing to do with anything. This is talking about the championships.
But she's had a chance.
It does have to do with everything.
She's had a chance to build herself up.
What I'm saying is, personally, if they're going to take a belt off of Becky, I'd prefer them not to. But if they were going to, I would prefer it to be the SmackDown belt.
She's going to lose one of them. I don't know which one, but
I would prefer it to be the SmackDown belt, just due to the fact she has been chasing after that Raw Women's Championship belt since the Royal Rumble. She'd been chasing down Ronda Rousey, beating her upside the head with crutches, coming in, kicking butt, taking names, getting arrested twice, being suspended twice. She did all of that for the Raw Women's Championship. In the last minute,
I think she's probably already pregnant.
Oh, what is my good gravies? The SmackDown Championship was added, the week of WrestleMania. And so all that time she was working for the Raw Championship. So why take the Raw Championship off of her when she has worked the hardest for that? I'd prefer it to be the SmackDown Championship.
Well, she's got to lose one of them.
Well, I'd prefer it to be the SmackDown Championship if I'm being quite honest. I don't want to see Lacey Evans as the Raw Women's Champion. I want to see Becky Lynch as the face of the Raw brand. Lacey can go be the face of the SmackDown brand. I don't really care. I don't think she'll be the face. You have other people over there that are, dare I say, better.
But the thing is who knows what's going to happen with SmackDown. Maybe SmackDown becomes as big as Raw once it switches over to Fox.
Who knows? So we get Lacey Evans versus Natalya, and the winner faces Becky for the Raw Women's Championship next. Lacey Evans gets the win. Maybe they don't give the belt to Lacey right now. And then she goes and says, hey, now I want a shot at your SmackDown Women's Championship. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know. They might not. We'll see what happens.
You want Nakamura to stay in WWE?
I would you know what? I'm not a huge Nakamura fan, but I think he does a good job. I think with what he does really good. But I don't think WWE treats him right. And I don't...
Agreed.
I personally don't think... I'm surprised that Kushida... Signed with him just because of the way the Japanese wrestlers have been treated in the WWE. If I was Nakamura, I would say, no, I'm leaving. But who knows? Money talks. And he's probably going to get a bigger deal in WWE than he would in
New Japan
any other, organization right now.
Yeah. So, at some point in time, we're going to see Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch.
Although, I will say that AEW is throwing some money around, so...
I mean, yeah, I know they are.
From what I've seen.
It's a lot, so... They are throwing that around. So, at some point in time, we're supposed to see Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. Scary news. Oh, yes! Cedric Alexander. He's being moved off of 205 Live and being put on the main roster.
Yes.
Now can they do that with Buddy Murphy? Please, oh please. I've been waiting for this for months now, for them to move Buddy Murphy, and they haven't.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe there'll be some some things that we see tomorrow that occur.
I mean, Buddy Murphy has a match against Velveteen Dream this week on NXT for the North American Championship.
Well, overall tonight, some of the changes were good, but I wasn't wow. Can't believe they moved over. So I didn't really see it as much of a shakeup. You know, they moved a couple of wrestlers over.
You know what?
But it wasn't like that awe factor.
Daniel Bryan wasn't moved over.
No.
I was kind of expecting him to be moved, actually. But he wasn't.
No.
I never even thought about that until like now.
So Lacey Evans beats Natalya.
And she will get a shot at Becky Lynch's Raw Women's Championship.
Yes.
Are they going to do this on a Raw or SmackDown or something? Well, it'd be Raw because it's the Raw Women's Championship, so SmackDown would make no sense. And apparently Lacey Evans is on Raw, so... Are they going to do this on Raw, or are they going to do it at Money in the Bank?
Yeah, I know they had some travel issues, but I'd seen Zack Ryder posted something about, like, being stuck, and then he was there tonight, so I don't know how much. I'm sure they probably had to make some changes, but I don't know, you know, how many changes, like, big changes they had to make with stuff. And, again, I know there were some issues, but I know some of the wrestlers that were talking about having issues getting to Montreal.
Yeah.
Made it. Good night, Faithful Baller. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in. So yeah, Lacey Evans and Becky Lynch will have a match sometime.
Yeah.
Oh man. If they do it on Raw, I feel like she's not gonna win the championship. And then if they do it at Money in the Bank, I feel like there's a better chance that she's gonna win.
Yeah, possibly.
Either way, I still don't want the belt to come off. But,
yeah,
you know,
I know you don't. You'd rather have her be the champion.
Whatever,
for
and
the
you'd rather
forever.
see Lacey Evans be the champion.
Then we have another Bray Wyatt video with actually having the sister Abigail, which, you know, this is the one where I thought was...
Horrific,
yeah,
dudes.
This is the one where your mom was like, should we have Tabitha watching this?
Yeah, she was in the other room watching it because she's sick right now. And so she was like, is she supposed to be watching it?
Yeah.
Because this is a little scary.
Yeah.
And I was like...
So, you know...
I don't know, that's Bray Wyatt's
kind of a
character.
creepy thing for...
Well, then are they going to bring in someone to be Sister Abigail? And wrestle as Sister Abigail? That's a mouthful. Wrestle as Sister Abigail. And then you have... Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, that's been the thing... Like, literally forever.
Yeah.
So...
Who knows?
I don't know.
See where they go with this.
So then we have the main event. We have Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and their mystery opponent. Versus...
You mean partner.
Yeah, I meant mystery,
Not mystery opponent.
Mystery opponent, my bad. Versus Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, and Drew McIntyre. The little weasel.
Good thing they teamed up
event.
Lashley, Corbin, and McIntyre because they've never done that before.
I know. And Corbin, like I said, weaseled his way into the main event once
And
again.
we have another 6-man tag team match, which
whoop.
never happens on WWE. I can't believe they came up with this idea of having a 6-man tag team
I can't
match.
believe it. Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
Especially
it's
with,
crazy.
you know, the 3 they chose.
I know, right? So the mystery partner ends up being AJ Styles. He's phenomenal. And, sorry, I just flipped my hair all over everywhere. And, so he is now on Raw. Super duper cool. Pretty straightforward match. You know, the ones who you figure is going to get the win. AJ, Seth, and Roman. They do win. And, so, Roman Reigns is going to SmackDown, my people.
Yes.
I'm calling it right now.
I agree. I think he will, too. 100% agree.
So, well, thank you. I'm glad you 100%
I know. It's amazing.
And not 50% agree.
We
100%.
agreed. We agreed on something.
We agreed to disagree
Crazy,
99.9% of the time. So they get the win.
Crazy that we agreed on something.
I know. So they get the win, and that's how we end the show. Tomorrow. Whoa. I have the full list. I don't even know where I pulled tomorrow out of whatsoever. But I have the full list of everybody that was moved or brought up from wherever. Of who got moved to Raw. So we have AJ Styles, The Miz, Ricochet, Aleister Black, Eric, Ivar, War Raiders, Andrade, Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio, Lars Sullivan. So Lars Sullivan is going to be on Raw.
That figured.
No, you said he was going to go back and forth.
Well, I thought he might bounce back and forth right now because he can be the legend killer on both. But his main show would be Raw.
Yeah, cool. The Usos, Naomi, EC3, Lacey Evans, Eric Young, and Cedric Alexander. Those are the full list of shakeups for Raw.
Raw.
Now we will figure out which Red superstars, which Team Red superstars will head to the Blue Brand, and what other surprises await.
Yes.
So says WWE.
Definitely.
I'm curious. I'm wondering what they're gonna do.
Yeah, so am I. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. One other thing I do want to mention is when Shane came out, literally, Shane McMahon, you don't have a clue how many people chanted CM Punk.
Yeah, that was loud enough that everybody could hear it, so.
It was bizarre.
I wonder if he's going to come back. I've seen reports that, rumors out there, but I just can't see him coming back to WWE, so I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it would be interesting if it did. They could throw like a new storyline in there.
Yeah, it could be neat.
Anyway, I think we were probably done for the night. Thanks, and I'm hoping I say this right, Yeshua Nazareth for stopping by. Jamie, as always, thanks for stopping by. I got a video of little or tiny Jerry, I think is what Bendy calls him.
Yeah, it's not little Jerry.
I was gonna say
tiny
little Jerry, tiny Jerry.
Yeah,
I'll put it out on Twitter and let you see it.
You have a video of him dancing to Ricochet, and I have a video of him singing Becky Lynch's theme song, "Oh, the Things I Have Taught My Baby Brother."
Yes.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
So we should put those out.
Yeah, we'll put them out there for you, Jamie,
adorable.
so you can see them. Magenta, thanks for stopping by, checking us out. Lit Vines, as always, awesome.
Always excited to see you in here.
Definitely. And Faithful Baller, thanks for stopping by and helping, keep the chat going and talking.
It's always helpful.
So
thanks to everyone who stops in.
Yes.
As always.
Definitely. Appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow night for After SmackDown, roughly 9:30-ish.
Yeah, roughly.
With our show tomorrow.
I forget that tomorrow is only 2 hours.
Yeah.
It feels like it goes.
Thanks, Lit Vines.
Like really fast.
Hope to see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Reminder, we stream every Monday night after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. Make sure that if you have not subscribed, you subscribe to us and hit the little bell so you know when we go live. Again, Magenta, thanks for subscribing to us also. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
With that, I think that we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Peace out.
For day 2 of the Superstar Shakeup. Peace.